Hello everyone, I'm back again with another video of Windows 10 settings. First thing, you click on Start button and you see the second option from bottom, which is Settings. You click on those settings and this page appears in front of you. Now this is what we are going to learn for today. On the top you can see on the left hand side, you have to log in with your Microsoft account. In case you don't wish to use your Microsoft account, you can definitely use your local account, but I would recommend you to use a Microsoft account. In case you don't have, create one. On the right hand side, you'll find here Windows Update. Any update you all are having for your Windows will appear. The next option over here, web browsing. You may not find this option always. It is rather, if I click on this, it is asking me to change my default browser to Microsoft Edge, which I generally don't want. It depends on your choice. Now, before moving on to the main core of these settings, here you will find the settings find option. Nowadays in mobile phones also, you must have seen on the top of the settings of your mobile, there is an option where you can go to find any of the setting which you don't know. For example, if you want to change the background. So if I click and type background, you see here, it's showing me where these options are. Now, these options are amongst these settings below down here. But in case you don't know which option it is in, so you can search over here. So the first option we go to is System. Now in System, on the left-hand side are the different kinds of settings which are available. Right now it is showing Display, which is this setting. And in this also, in case you want to search, the search option is available here too. So when I click on Display, this option which is there in front of you, you have night light. You must be knowing what night light is. In mobile phones, there is during night time, the brightness of the screen gets adjusted as per your time, so that your eyes don't get strain on it. So you can turn it on and off as in when you required, or else you can put it a setting on that particular time. It will start here, schedule. The strength, if you want, you can adjust as per your convenience, or it will adjust on its own also. So in case you want, you can turn on that setting. So again, we'll go back to the display. In display, after this is Windows HD color. You know, HD is high definition color settings. You click on this and all those settings about those HD can be adjusted from here. Again, we go back to the settings here, scale and layout. Now scale and layout is the adjustment of the screen. So if you see here, if I click on 125, you'll see the picture has become a little large now. Sometimes it happens that when I come across with many people, they say that my screen has become very big. So here is the option from where it has become large. So if I click on a bigger than this, see it's increasing in size. So as per my requirement, I can increase in the size and decrease it as I want. Some people may have vision problems. For them, this can be useful, where the item becomes a little larger and the font becomes easily readable. Display resolution. Now, display resolution, there are lots of resolutions over here. You must have seen your monitors are widescreen, square. Some of them are too elongated. So these are the settings which you can choose from. Now this 800 by 600, if I choose, you see it has become a little square. If you see, the sides have now cut out. So if you don't click on any of these options and you don't save it, after 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and this countdown timer reduces, it will come back to the normal settings. In case you have clicked by mistake, just leave your hand back and it will come back to the normal setting. Sometimes you must have seen the screen is flipped. So here it is. Now the screen has become upside down. Now, when the screen becomes upside down, you just have to wait, or you press escape button and it becomes normal again. This kind of setting can be useful for projectors or some computers which are hanged upside down, so that you change this setting and then it becomes easy for you to operate. Next is multiple displays. In case you have computers which are connected to 2 or 3 screens, you can choose those screens from here. Whenever you're connected to multiple screens, also it will show you how many screens are available, so you can switch between those screens. Some advanced display options, we will not get into more details of this. So this is the basic display settings. Second comes the sound. Now sound, many people don't know the difference between input and output. Mic is the input device and output is the one speaker which gives you sound out. So speakers can be controlled in these output settings and mic can be controlled in this input settings. So right now I'm speaking, you can see this mic is telling me how much is the strength of the voice that the computer is receiving. From here, I can change the mic. So this, I change, suppose the other mic. Now I have changed it to another mic, which is a USB mic, which is a little far away. Now, whichever mic you choose, that mic you can use. In case you're not getting the sound, that means there is a possibility that you have chosen a wrong mic. Similarly, speakers, you have multiple speakers in your house. Right now, I don't. So only one speaker is shown. If you have multiple, they will show over here. In case you're not getting any speaker, you can speaker sound. So you can click on troubleshoot and it will automatically try to rectify the problem. In case your mic is not working, click on troubleshoot and that problem will get solved. So these are the basic input and output settings. Below this, there are some advanced settings also. We rather not get into the advanced setting as of now. Maybe I'll make another video for those advanced. The third option is notification and actions. Now, notification, you must be knowing in the earlier video of taskbar, I had mentioned the notification center. So here it is, this one is called as the notification center. Right now, there is no notification. When I click on this, I'll just take this video aside so you can see properly. Now, this is the notification center. Now, on the top here, you see there is no new notification. But at the bottom, you see there are settings which are just like your mobile phone notification center. Some settings like location, night mode, settings, network or connect, projector, VPN. Some basic settings are available here. From here, you can easily click, turn them on and off. So this is notifications area, and whatever settings you want related to this notifications, you're going to do it from here. So here it is, some notifications you don't want at all, any notification, just turn it off. Or here are some of the notifications, easy to read, show notifications on the lock screen. Whenever the screen is locked and then you want to see them, those options are available over here. So any particular app, if you wish to turn off the notification and on, you can see here, there are some apps. You can turn on or off just toggling the switch, and you can turn the notifications on and off for that particular app. Next option is the focus assistant. Now, focus assistant, you know, when you are doing some work or rather gaming also, you don't want any disturbance coming out from someone. So when you don't want such notifications, we call that as focus mode. So whenever I'm playing a game, I don't want any Facebook notification coming up or WhatsApp notification coming up in my computer or a Google Chrome notification. So I can choose when to turn it on and off by setting up these timings. Or I can choose like when I'm playing game or certain things when I'm amongst these options. And when you click that option on, during that time, the notifications will be off. Now, notifications and all will be off and the focus will be on. So don't get confused between those options. Next is power and sleep. So when you click on this power and sleep, you see whenever your computer is plugged in, after a certain time, you must have seen the screen goes off. It goes dark. So that screen option is available here. So you can choose it after how much time, minutes or hours you can choose. I don't prefer that, so I have kept it on never. So you can choose amongst that also. Similarly, not only the screen goes off, but the computer goes to sleep mode. Sleep mode is when your entire all processes stop. So, and the screen also goes off. So that option is here. So you can choose which option whenever you want the computer to go to sleep mode. Similarly, like screen, you have here timings written after what time you want the computer to go to sleep. I have chosen never. It's up to you, whichever option you want. Next is storage. Now, storage, this is a very unique thing. In the mobile phone, when you go, after a regular time, you have to keep on checking the storage, whether it is full or not. And in the mobile, it also shows how much space is occupied by photos or videos or apps. Similarly, in computer also it shows. So if you see here, it is also showing right now in this hard disk. This is my hard disk, C drive. If you have multiple hard disk, it will also show you multiple. Suppose a pen drive or a hard disk is connected, it will show you all of them here. Now here you can see how much space has been occupied by other people. The other people are the users in the computer. You have multiple users, like your family members, or in case of Boys Town, we have teachers and students login, and the admin login also. So different users have used this space, apps and features, and temporary files. Now, in mobile phone, you keep on cleaning those temporary files. In Windows, this is a unique feature which I found is very useful. You turn this option on, and after regular interval of time, your computer will uninform, means before without informing you, it will automatically start deleting unnecessary temporary files. The temporary files, even if deleted, will not affect your computer's working, and you won't even realize which files have been deleted because they were just temporary, which were created just for the smooth running of the computer, which eventually is not required. They keep on accumulating. So these files, when you turn this storage sense on, it automatically deletes it. It's a very nice option. I really wish that should be available in the mobile phones also. So this is how you come to know all your storage details. So you actually, these were the basic settings. So we come to the next one, which is tablet. Tablet is mostly useful for the laptops. Now, you must have seen an earlier video of mine where notification, when you click here, there was an option for the tablet mode. So that option is available from this. So that option was available. Right now, it's not showing because this is my desktop computer. Earlier, it was a laptop, so it was showing there. So here in the tablet mode, all the settings which you want for that particular tablet mode, those will be available here. Next is multitasking. Multitasking settings, if you remember on the taskbar over here, we get that multitasking settings here when you click toolbar. Show task view button. So when I click here, you see this option is available here. So this is multitasking. When I click on this, you see at a time, I can have new desktop. That means I can start a new desktop and I can start working all my desktop over there. Like for example, office work and school work. I can have two different desktops for office work and school work, and personal work also. So in my case, like it's like a computer teacher teaching work. Then the admin work which I do, that for that I use a separate desktop, and personal work, so I use a different desktop. So I have multiple desktops where I keep on working. So multitasking can be done very nicely with this option. You can turn this option on, and all the settings related to that multitasking you will get over here. Projecting to this PC. Now, mostly we project from the computer to the projector. But if you want to project from one computer to the other computer, so this is the option. Right now, my device, this computer does not support this. That's why these options are not available. But basically, you understand what projecting to this PC is. Shared experience. This is yet another feature, very nice feature. Most of us, we have used Xander or the file sharing, share it apps in the mobile phones where you share some data with the other person, and it's very fast also. So similar kind of a thing is over here in Microsoft, where you can share certain things with the nearby computers. So nearby computers which are there available, they can access or share data with your computer with this option. Next, clipboard. Clipboard is yet another very, very important feature, but it has got very advanced. You must remember Control C is copy, Control V is paste, right? But there is one more feature which they have improved. The clipboard history. That means if you press Windows logo and V button. Now Windows logo on the keyboard, let me try to show you. See this option, this Windows logo key. So this logo plus V button, when you press, not the plus sign, only Windows logo and V. When you press that and you have turned this option on, so you can copy multiple times. Like suppose you copy A, copy B, copy C, copy D. While pasting, your computer will ask you whether you want to paste A or B or C or D. That means you can copy multiple things and paste whichever you want. That's a unique feature. That is in the clipboard section. Next is remote desktop. You must have been knowing some apps which you can control some other's computer with the help of your computer, even though the person is not nearby. Now, Windows have introduced this feature within the computer itself. So this is known as remote desktop. So you can access somebody else's computer. Of course, he has to permit you for that. Unknowingly, you cannot access. Once he allows that permission, so sitting over here, I can control his computer settings and I can do the needful. So this option is again another useful feature. Next is about. In this option, you will come to know the RAM of your computer. You will come to know the processor of your computer and the details, the hardware specifics. So that were all the options which were available under the systems